Hi everyone, it's Jeanette Crafty Dork here with a video for the 100-day project, and it's day number 50. I think I've done similar to this project before in a video, but for some reason when I go in to check my videos I can only go back to a month ago, so I don't know why or what's happening, so I've got to play around a bit more and find out what's going on. So this is the little well, we used it with my girls when I make my card girls. We used it as a card, and it just opens like that, and then you pop your piece of your greetings or gift card, or it's even big enough to put a small little prezi in there. And this is actually made from your 9x6 envelopes that have got the flap up. Okay, and what you do when you cover this, because you can see this is bigger, you put your paper into here to cover the inside, and you make sure you leave enough at the top so that you've got a decent fold over. And then when you cover the back, if you're going to use it, like this one I actually was going to use in a journal, but if you cover the whole lot, and then you've got a fairly stiff little flap to go over the top. And that's basically made by folding into a gatefold. So you find the middle of your envelope, fold it into the center, crease it all up, and then you cut off your little pieces. Oh, they're right at the bottom of my bin, but you cut those little pieces off there. Okay, so that little piece on the corner, that gets cut away, and that's your basic card. And you can see, I mean, you could leave it like that if you want to, have a nice little paper clip closure on the side to hold it together. But as you can see, if you put your paper down in here and bring it up a bit higher, then when you cover this side and bring that up higher, it's a sturdy little card. This part here, I actually just found the center, took it up to the corners up here, and just snipped along there to give it that rounded and a bit lower. Now you could just guesstimate and do it however you wanted to, but that is the basic card there. Okay, so when I made that one, I was playing around with some junk mail, and I thought I want to do something a bit different. So I've decided that I would fold it all together, just like the other one. So I found a piece of paper, and I didn't want it that long, so I just folded that bit up. Now that could be a pocket if you wanted to put pockets into it. It's entirely up to you. Then I just folded into the gatefold, and then I thought, I'll just pop a couple of little triangles on the corner, and you know, see what that will do. So I popped the closures on the corner, the triangles on the corner, and used a piece of card. So that could be a journaling card, it could be like the front of your birthday card, however you decorate that to make it look pretty. And then you've got another, that's a different, oh, I hope you can't hear Peter and then the neighbour are talking out there, and they both got real cackly laughs. So that's another, and this is how I did that. I went one step further and put a Rita Donnelly on the corner. So I thought that was rather nice. And then this is Christmas paper from somebody. I'll put it in the description. Oh, no, I can't remember. Put it in the description below for you. And then that just folds out, and that's got lots of journaling space. So this one could be, and I have it as ready as a journaling card. So it just folds over and your little journaling tag slips into those, and that's a great little journaling card to go into your album. Lays really flat. This one I've taken it a step further. I think this is Artie May's collage papers. Don't quote me. I'll have it all in the link in the description box. Little bulb pin with a charm. This is a flower that I fussy cut out and just popped on there. Bit of collagey with lace and calico and ribbon across the top. Just on the back some, I think this is Grammy's Keepsakes paper. And then I zigzagged around to make that little tag that I made out of the kit. And then this one opens the same. It's got the Rita Donnelly's at the bottom. You open it up, but instead of just being plain or with the pocket at the bottom like I'd thought about, it's got what are you doing, pup? She's chewing something. Sorry if my buffet got in there. We've got a pocket here, journaling card that I've just stitched around in there, and then this is the paper from Grammy's Keepsakes. It's her tea dyed papers, and then this just, you lift that up, pop it down, and Sharon Tilliard made those. So I will link her in as well, and that just goes in there to keep it closed, and that can just nicely onto a journal page. Well, let's have a look here. That could just go onto a journal page like that, and they both would look really nice, just easily opened up, but adds the effect on the page. Another thing that I thought of while I was mucking around was to use it on your page, but just use the papers from the kit, and basically I just folded them as a gatefold. I've got that as a pocket. I wanted to keep that, but then when I folded it up I thought it's more sensible. So with this I'd stitch across the top here and then just stitch around the bottom and perhaps up the top. That would stick on your page like that and then fold in, and then you could make little tags to go in those pockets. How cute. You could put your Rita Donnelly's across the corner and another tag in the front there to hold it down. So all of those little ideas. What are we going to make today? Oh, this paper, sorry, is Wildflower small journal set, and I'm pretty sure it's one that Angela Kerr's got of Antique Paperies. So we've got all those. What I got out today, so all those papers that I've got there, and then I didn't know what I was going to do and use, and I got out the butterfly kit from Andrea, Blue Butterflies, I think it's called, and I want to do something with that. So what I was thinking, because I want to make it, I've printed this on, this is Epsom matte photo paper, and I've got all the ephemera bits there. We'll see what we can make up, because eventually I am going to make that journal up. I've got it all cut out and all ready to go. What I did notice in my printer, when it prints out and it comes out this way, I pop it back in to print on the back, and it always has a little tiny bit that's wrong, and let me just see if it is. So I'll just snip down there, and I'll snip down here. And see how I've cut off that little bit there, and on this side I've got this left. So when my printer prints it out, what I should be doing is turning it around and then putting it back, and then I'll have the same amount both ends. It's probably taken me I've had my printer over a year now, so it's probably taken me that long to work that out. I've been cutting off part of the, just a sip of tea. So I've been cutting off, as I will today, part of the journaling page. So let's do that. And it's, yeah, this one I'll have to just go a little bit. I'll take it from the bottom and go up. Okay. Now, I'm going to have this as the inside, only because I want to fold it up as a pocket, like that. And we'll work out the centre line. That'll be right. Let me fold it. That might be the better way, because I've cut that little bit off. Okay. So we need to score it down there. So you've got your centre of your page. Then I'm going to fold it over, just so that it's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's the tiniest, like a millimetre perhaps, gap there. And we'll fold this one again. You could butt it up if you wanted to, but I just leave that little bit there. Okay, and because of the inside, I haven't, if I'd slit this, I wouldn't have the little piece hanging over the end, but that's all right, we can deal with that. Okay. So we've got wishes, cut, true. Okay. Now, I'll get the little piece to go down in the corner here. And what will we use for that? I was thinking of using this because it's just got that little bit, it's a bit, just that little bit thicker. So I'll probably have to use that corner and that corner. And then I'll have the white on the inside. And I might make it, let's see what we have. So I'll be wanting to do it. I've just moved everything around on my desk and I can't find a thing. Okay, so I just want to cut it there. And that is 5.5 centimetres. So we'll get, oh God. So we'll do that. And we will go up. Should be about right, we'll see. Fluffing around here. Yeah.
I think I got it this time round.
You got it all? Well done. Now why won't that if it's both? Because I did 5, not 5.5, you dork. Okay. So this time we'll do, you idiot, Jeanette. Now, well, look at that, it actually works. Now, just grab that little bit down on that corner. So we want 5.5, and we want okay, so we just fold that over there. So we'll have that one there and that one there. Okay, so 3 sides. I mean 2 sides, because I want to use it as a tuck. And there. Okay, off to the dump. He's in a cleaning up mood. He's having a little hernia done next week, so he's probably figuring if he does it this week, he can't do any damage because it's all going to be fixed next week. God. Okay, so then we've got that little bit down there. So that goes down there. Okay. So let's have a look and see. We've got quite a few bits of ephemera in here. I mean, we could use something like that to close it up. And we could use, what else have we got in here? Actually, these would be rather nice. A little envelope. That would, no, not quite. That's a big envelope, isn't it? Let's just grab, take it out. That might be a bit too tall too, mightn't it? Yep. Yep. did think of that when I was looking on the net, and that's one I printed smaller. Printed those smaller as well. That's all the butterflies. Okay. And then we could also have, where was that pretty? It's a pretty. I mean, they're all pretty. Let's have a look. Okay, so that should be dry now. We've got that. Okay, so I think I'll just turn the camera off. I'll stitch across here, down and around there, and up around the top, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've just stitched all around the edge, across the bottom and across here. What I'll do now is just run a little bead of glue down that fold. I mean, you don't have to. Just hold it in place, and another little one along there. Whoops, lost it. Okay, so that's stitched. Where's my glue there? These I got on Amazon. They've got a little bit bigger hole, and I think they're for cake decorating. And I took my glue from here because it was in a very this bottle was really hard and it was hurting my hands. So this one's very soft. Hopefully it doesn't eat through the plastic. Okay, off we go again. So now we need little tags or something to go in these pockets. This one will be flat, wider, so we could put the likes of this, which would look nice in here. I might do that. And then on these sides, they're quite narrow. See, I didn't print two of these out because they would be rather cute. They're just little, like the coin envelopes. And they are normally, I think I showed you, didn't I, before? They were quite tall. No, that's not it. Here it is. Yeah, so it's quite tall and it's a bit wider, so it was too wide to fit in there. But by printing it down this little bit smaller, and you just fold them on the lines. All the inking, everything's done for you, so it's cheating a little bit, I suppose, but hey, when something's done for you. So just run a bead of glue along here, a little bit there, and then a little bit along here. And you can put those tabs on the outside of that pocket if you want to. Just run it out there. Now that can either go in or out. I like to do that and then just pop a little. I've got some teeny weenies somewhere. I know what I could put on there. Or are they on? Yeah, they are. That would look rather sweet. I've got some little charms that I've got with little bugs and things on them. We'll put that little bug on there. So we want it to go like that. So there we go, little bug. And I think that'll be rather cute, just poked in there. Whoops, I didn't stick it down too well, did I? probably a good thing. Yeah, so that's rather cute there. And let's have a look here. Out the way with you guys. I thought I might put these in, but I mean I could always put a couple in there as well. So these I would put on coffee dyed paper or something to harden them up or stiffen them up a little bit, but now I want something for in this little pocket, don't I? I feel like it's, that would be alright. Perhaps a couple of these. And again, I would put these onto coffee dyed paper or cardstock. Got two of those just popped in there like that, would tie in beautifully with the piece on the other side. So there's that inside, and I thought I might just pop just get my postal scissors, post stamp, just cut those off. Doesn't want to cut for me sometimes, and then other days it's as good as gold. And then I've started watching Angela Kerr. She inks very lightly, and I quite enjoy the light inking, so I've gone to using my antique linen, and I'm quite enjoying it. And plus, I don't know if you remember, I re-inked my vintage photo with walnut stain, and I keep going to buy more, and each time I look, it's going to cost me just as much online to post it as it is to pay for the re-inker. So I will just wait until I can get a Kazaz order up and running. And I thought I might just pop that. Actually, I might just see if that's not quite stuck yet. No, it is. Okay, we'll just cut it where I was going to tuck it under. I'll do that. More ways to skin a cat in there, or a rabbit, or whatever the saying goes. But I thought these were just a bit cute, just something a little bit different. And I mean, it's probably all been done before, but you know, we all look at things, and as we're looking over the net, and you sort of, I think you take little bits and pieces from everybody and make things your own. Yeah, so we go like that. I just wanted it flat so that it would close, and that's going to have to come off because that's not making it flat, is it? Okay, so we've got that so far, and then I'm going to just fold this up and see what it looks like, because I really did like the thought of a little envelope in there. And as you know, I leave my envelopes open most of the time so that you can write on them, fold it up, and your message is safe, or you can put your own little piece of journaling in there and then seal it all up. So now I could probably use that little bugware. Oh no, there's a couple of acorns. How's that? A couple of little acorns to flap around over there. And a little bit of ink on the edges. This is a bit juicy now because I've just re-inked it and it's quite juicy. Okay, so there we have that. And to seal it up, we just pop our piece of ephemera, and it's going to be, did I stick it too close? Yes, do you have days where everything you touch seems to go to putty? So let's see if it will go in there. If not, we're going to have to rethink something, aren't we? Ain't I? Yeah, that'll go in there. And that's just reiterating that wish has come true. I didn't realise that. And you can always put something else back there like that. Oh, what else have we got here? And perhaps that would make it look nice too. So I think that's a great little idea to pop into your on your pages as a journaling spot. Now, where's there'll be the journaling page. I just realised this is a TN. It might be a bit narrow for this one. I might have to get one of the bigger journaling pages. Will it or won't it? I think it will just fit, won't it? Oh yeah. But anyway, you get the idea. To just sit on the page and your ephemera comes out and you open up and you've got lots of little bits and pieces in there to play with. And you can decorate this with little collages, material collages. You could hold it together if you wanted to with a paperclip collage. You know me, I'll be gluing 3 sides, and so then I could. Okay, I'm back here. So the video chopped off at the wrong spot there. It after 33 minutes it stops and then goes to another video, but there was just that split second and it wasn't enough to finish it off. So what I did, I went back in and put just a little bit of sari silk on those corners and a butterfly, and then I backed these with some cardstock. So we've got that inside. I should have, let's do that while I'm sitting here. I usually just get a little bit of sari silk on these. Oh, but I haven't backed them, have I? No. Okay, so what I'll do with these, I just back like that and just wrap that over and then put a Tim Holtz little tiny attacher. So that's what will happen there. No, I haven't backed those ones. So they're in there like that still. There's that one. And we just pop him up a little bit. I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. Yeah. Okay, so by having the heavier cardstock, it's really helping to close it a lot more. So that one then just slips in, not quite to the bottom. I think it's probably just that fraction too big. Perhaps I'll leave it out. Pop it somewhere else. I could probably just pop it on the inside here. But without that by the look. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that'll do. And so then that will go, because it's that little bit narrower, it'll go nearly to the bottom. And if I had thought about it, I probably shouldn't have used that, like your Fabri-Tac, your 4-in-1, your 3-in-1, your Helmer's 450 glue, because that's sort of spread up a little bit. So there it is, finished project, and the first piece of ephemera ready for my butterfly book when I get to do it. I've still got Auntie May's spring, touch of spring, that I've done all the journal pages for, but I think I said in another video it was too big, so I'm going to make it into 3 little journals and just have single signatures, because I think there was about 22 or 3 pages in each signature, which makes, what, 80 pages, and that was just ridiculous. So I'll just make it into single ones, and eventually when I decide to open up my Etsy again, well, my Etsy's open, but I haven't got a lot in there. I've got to revamp what I'm going to pop in there. So stop rambling, Jeanette. I will catch you in the next video, guys, and until then, happy crafty, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.